Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I hope y'all guys are having a great start to your weekend. We got some things that we currently need to discuss that's going on in the boxing world. We're gonna talk about Keyshawn Davis having a falling out, or possibly having a falling out with Shakur Stevenson over Richardson Hitchins. We're gonna talk about that. We're probably gonna save that for last. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave that for the second half of the video. Now we're gonna talk about Tevin Farmer versus Floyd Schofield being official for June 28th, I believe. You feel what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna talk about that. I'm gonna pull up all the information in the meantime. So for those of y'all who are in the building so far, if y'all could go ahead and hit the like button, that'd be very much appreciated. If y'all could leave y'all comments, that'd be very much appreciated. You see what I'm saying? I already see Smoochie in the building. What's going on, Smoochie? How you doing? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. What's going on? How y'all feeling? Let me know what it is. Volume low for you? Really? It is. Volume low for you? Really? That shit pretty loud on my end. Shit. I don't know. You might have to go check that out. Smooth, you might have to leave and come back. That shit's pretty loud on my end. I definitely need a microphone for this joint, by the way. You know what I mean? I gotta stop playing. I had bought a little podcast set off Temu and shit like that. Shit was terrible, bro. That shit only lasted like a couple lives, and that was pretty much it. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, I hope, like I said, I hope everybody's doing well and having a great start to their weekend, man. We got 5 people in the building. Let's get the likes up so the algorithm gets on the up so the people know that Mazuma TV is live. I could already tell they didn't send out my notifications. I could already tell they ain't send out my notifications, but it is what it is, man. I can't complain. Yeah, I mean, we blessed regardless. You feel me? That's how we gotta look at it. That's how we gotta look at it. Here. Let me see. Oh, damn, I see the Pacers took game 1 and 2 in New York. Man, them Knicks fans about to start a riot out this motherfucker, boy. Let me see. Let's see. Shout out to the boy Hassan Wells. He be keeping me informed of what's going on in the boxing world. One of my personal favorite pages on Twitter. You feel what I'm saying? Let me bring this up real quick. Come on. All right. So according to Most Valuable Promotions, which is Jake Paul's promotional company, man. Coffee Plan, what up? Lorenzo, what up? Oh, all right, we coming in the building. We getting in the building. According to Most Valuable Promotions, which is Jake Paul's promotional company, they come out with a post that says 4 new fights added to Paul versus Chavez, because y'all know Jake Paul gonna be facing Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying, on June 28th. And the 4 bouts that have been added, we're gonna start from the bottom to the top. Naomi Val, who's 14-0 versus Ashley Felix at 108 pounds. I'm assuming these are women. Raul Cougar Coriel, 15-0, going up against Victor Rodriguez, 16-0. That's a welterweight contest. Then we got Avius Griffin, 17-0 versus Julian Rodriguez, 23-1, 147 pounds. That's a good fight. That's a good fight right there. Shit, that's a good fight right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Avius Griffin versus Julian Rodriguez. I'm really familiar with Julian Rodriguez. He could box, so that's gonna be a good test for Avius Griffin for sure. And then we got the one that we're gonna be talking about. You know, we definitely gonna be talking about, and that's Kid Austin. Floyd Schofield, 18-0, going up against Tevin Farmer, who is currently 33-8 with 1 draw. But Tevin Farmer is one of them dudes, and I think we can all agree on this. That's a lot better than what his record states. This guy is a former world champion. You see what I'm saying? Beat some credible guys, in his career. And he had a few title defenses. So you got to put some respect on that man's name. He had a career. He had started off horrible in his career, and he completely turned it around and got on a hell of a streak and made a shit ton of money in the process. And you got to commend Tevin Farmer in all honesty, man, because this dude has been on like a absolute streak, bro. Like in terms of like facing like top competition, like since he got the 135, bro, He faced Raymond Mordetaya, who's currently, the IBF interim champion at lightweight right now. Faced William Cepeda twice, who's one of the top contenders in the entire division. That's supposed to face Shakur Stevenson. And now he's about to face Floyd Schofield, who's another top contender in the lightweight division. You feel what I'm saying? Floyd Schofield, they've been on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually, at this point in time, we got a little bit of trust issues with Floyd Schofield, if we being honest. Floyd Schofield has a history of, pulling out of fights. And, it's typically the fights that, are supposed to be competitive, like big fights, meaningful fights with Floyd Schofield. You feel what I mean? So, let's hope that he makes it to the Tevin Farmer fight. But, he has some, weird little issues like what H2O. I remember the H2O fight. He pulled out with some type of weird injury. He just turned down $1 million offer from Abdullah Mason most recently. And then prior to that, he's supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson. Then the week of the fight, he pulling out with some type of illness. But then, like, right after the fight, he was right back in the gym working out. So how bad was that, supposed illness? You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. Like, I don't think it's Floyd Schofield, the son, man. I honestly think it's the father and him just following his father's lead. You know what I mean? But they try to justify turning down a $1 million payday for Abdullah Mason to go take a five-year, $5 million deal with Golden Boy Promotions, which is basically the same thing. Like, you literally took a 5-year deal for $5 million. Like, I don't even know. What if you fight? You actually would be losing money in all honesty. Let's say you doing 3 fights a year. Imagine, so in them 5 years, what if you fight twice a year? That's 10 fights. 10 fights, you only getting $5 million. I don't know, man. That's weird. That's weird, bro. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? But he's going up. Floyd Schofield, this is definitely his toughest opponent to date. You know what I'm saying? I believe his toughest opponent, in his previous fights was his last one against Rene Jerome. You know what I'm saying? But Tevin Farmer, this is an experienced guy. This guy done been around the block and fought, tough competition consistently throughout his career. So you gotta give Tevin Farmer credit. You know what I'm saying? This dude's gonna be absolutely game. And I think this is gonna be a tough test for Floyd Schofield. I see Coffee Plant. Wait, was that Coffee Plant? No, Agent 86 said I might have to go with Tevin on this one. Listen, man. Tevin Farmer is very capable of defeating Floyd Schofield. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that really concerns me with Tevin Farmer, bro, is he loses focus, bro. You know what I'm saying? He definitely loses focus. I don't like how he'll be doing well with a game plan for a few minutes and then he just went like with William Cepeda. It was pissing me off, bro, because you could tell he had the ingredients necessary to defeat William Cepeda, but it was and it was obviously boxing, being slick with the defense, giving you some lateral movement, picking your shots, get up out the way. But then he'll do stupid shit like try to sit in the pocket with William Cepeda and try to push him back. Why would you try to do that when that's his bread and butter? That's not your fight. That's his type of fight. So you're blatantly throwing away what you're good at. You're blatantly throwing away your game plan that was working to go fight William Cepeda's fight. So there's a little bit of inconsistency with Tevin Farmer that I noticed. You feel what I'm saying? And Floyd Schofield, they comparing him to a smaller version of Sean Porter. He rough, he's aggressive, he got a lot of wit. He don't mind throwing a lot of punches. He's athletic, he's fast. Like I said, Floyd Schofield, I think that they rushed him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think they could have definitely took more time to develop him and shit like that. But that's their prerogative. They can move in their career however they want to move. He has a lot of potential, but he's very green. You feel what I'm saying? So Tevin Farmer could definitely take advantage of Floyd Schofield's, greenness, I guess you would say, his inexperience. But I think that Floyd Schofield may actually defeat Tevin Farmer. And I think Tevin Farmer will be very competitive with him. Shit, it might even be controversial. But I think Floyd Schofield's, willingness to let his hands go, I think his aggressiveness, I think his speed and shit like that, I think that he'll outwork Tevin Farmer. I honestly believe he'll outwork Tevin Farmer. But look, I'm rooting for Tevin Farmer. He's from Philadelphia, just like myself. I watched Tevin Farmer come up. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he went on that crazy run where he ended up getting that world title off of Billy Dib. And I commend him. He's a talented motherfucker. We done fought on a few of his undercards. Most recently, like 2 years ago. We were just fighting on his undercard. You know what I'm saying? So Tevin Farmer, he's a tremendous talent. His story is unlike anybody else's. His whole career, you can make a movie out of that kid's career. To be honest with you, the way that he was able to, I think he started his career like, uh, he lost like 5 fights, bro. And like let me check. I don't want to say nothing wrong. But Tevin Farmer, he started off terribly, getting knocked out by Jose Pedraza early in his career. Hold on, let's look at it. Tevin Farmer was pretty much green, man. So he was learning as he was going. He got knocked out in his pro debut. You know what I'm saying? So he lost. He was 2-1 in his first three, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3. He was 4-3 in his first 7 fights, bro. 4-3 in his first 7 fights. You feel what I'm saying? And he was able to completely turn that around, go on a crazy run from like 2013 all the way to 2019. So he went on a 6-year run without coming up with a loss. You know what I mean? That he ended up losing to, Jojo Diaz and shit like that. But since then he's been on a hell of a run, like I said. No soft touches. You know what I'm saying? Raymond Mortatalia, William Cepeda, back to back. You feel what I'm saying? Within a few months, and now he about to fight Floyd Schofield 3 months later after the Cepeda fight. So you got to commend Tevin Farmer. He's definitely on a mission. This girl crazy. Go the hell to sleep, shawty. Go the hell to sleep. But he's on a mission, man. Listen, he been going around saying how he's gonna be 2-time world champion. That's like his biggest objective. That's his biggest goal. Now, is he gonna be able to accomplish that? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if that's something that Tevin Farmer will accomplish, especially at lightweight. I think the champions are a little bit too much for Tevin Farmer at this point in time. But I commend him and I salute him for actually being on that mission and attempting to prove everybody wrong. Shit, he was able to prove everybody wrong. How he was able to turn around his career and become world champion. So that's not somebody that you can necessarily count out. You could doubt him. You could have your doubts and shit like that, like how like what I'm having right now with him, but can't necessarily count him out. Motherfuckers with that type of mentality, like Tevin Farmer, they could turn nothing into something. You feel me? So salute to Tevin Farmer. Congratulations on getting another opportunity at lightweight. And listen, if you defeat Floyd Schofield, that puts you back in, possibly fighting for a title. You know what I'm saying? And I see, based off of what everybody's writing in the comments, that y'all back in Tevin Farmer's play, which is dope. Which is definitely dope. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. For some reason, I'm not seeing my comments. Let me refresh this shit. Oh, all right, cool. Boxer expert said, facts, I got Farmer. Okay, salute. Age 86 said he lost at his debut. Yeah, he got knocked out in his debut. Shout out to the boy Ralph in the building. He says, what if Schofield just smokes Farmer in about a couple of rounds? That would be crazy. Yeah, then that would be an absolute statement. And you already know his father going to be out here like, oh, my son stopped Tevin Farmer. Mortatalia really lost. Just look at my son. My son is the greatest. My son. Oh, man, we ain't going to hear the end of that shit, boy. We ain't gonna hear the end of that shit, boy. Fuck yeah, Mama Schofield gonna go crazy. You heard? He definitely gonna go crazy. Mama Schofield gonna go crazy. Auntie Sco, my fault. Auntie Sco gonna go crazy out this motherfucker, boy. Jesus Christ. That would be a statement, though. If Schofield was able to do that against a former world champion, Tevin Farmer, who had close fights with William Cepeda and Raymond Mortatalia, that's a statement, bro. So we'll see. You know what I mean? As the fight gets closer, I guess I'll be doing a little bit more studying and stuff like that. But, as of right now, I think that Floyd Schofield can pull that fight out against Tevin Farmer. Not because he's more, not because he's more skilled or anything like that. Because I think Tevin Farmer is extremely skilled. But I just think that the styles, I think that Floyd Schofield will outwork him. One of my biggest criticisms about Tevin Farmer was I never thought that his defense, I never thought his offense matched his defense. He's a phenomenal defensive fighter. He's one of the best defensive fighters in boxing right now. Obviously behind Shakur Stevenson, but I honestly think he got a strong case for being one of the slickest fighters in the sport. But his offense never matched it. You feel what I'm saying? And that was why I was going around saying that I thought Jojo Diaz was going to defeat Tevin Farmer. Even when Tevin Farmer was on a hell of a run, I knew that Jojo Diaz, he didn't really have much of a jab, but he was a machine. He just kept throwing punches. I knew that was going to be too much for somebody like Tevin Farmer. And, you see it with the Williams Cepedas. You see it in the Williams Cepeda fights. You feel me? Like, Tevin Farmer can take a shot. He's durable. He's always in good shape. You feel me? But he's always had trouble with volume punches. Not because his defense can't handle it. He can make you miss all day, but he don't got the offense necessary to match the guys that's throwing a lot of punches. So let's say, he make dude miss a lot, but the dude was still laying 15 punches in a round. Tevin Farmer will most likely not even, land 15 punches throughout the course of that round because he's gonna be so worried about, being defensive. That's just shit that I've noticed with him. You know what I'm saying? That's just shit that I've noticed with Tevin Farmer and his performances and stuff like that. If you sit there and try to play chess with him, then yeah, he gonna, you know what I mean? He gonna get you. He gonna get you. But guys who don't mind getting a little gritty, getting in the trenches, letting their hands go. Which I believe Schofield is that type of fighter. I don't think Tevin got the offense necessary to fuck with Floyd Schofield. But I hope I'm wrong because I'm rooting for him. I don't really like how the Schofield is moving right now. I think that they do a whole lot of talking and not enough walking. So they probably looking at Tevin Farmer as like a step over, considering that he lost his last few fights, 3 in a row. But like I said, we'll see. We'll definitely see. So yeah, man, great to hear that Tevin Farmer got another opportunity. That's a big fight that's being added to the Jake Paul and Chavez Jr. card. So if I don't watch Jake Paul's fight with Chavez Jr., I'll definitely be watching Floyd Schofield versus Tevin Farmer. So kudos to Jake Paul for putting that together and making that fight happen. You know what I mean? Putting some real fights, behind the bullshit fight that he's gonna be putting on as the main event. So salute to Jake Paul. That was a smart move. Jake Paul make a lot of smart moves. He know he be on bullshit, so he make up for it by doing some good shit for the sport, like building boxing gyms and signing female fighters, giving them no exposure and shit like that. You feel me? Like that's the type shit that you know Jake Paul does to pretty much neutralize the bullshit that he's contributing to the sport. He do some bullshit, but he do some good shit too. So you know what I mean? It is what it is. There's people that just give us straight bullshit and we just gotta tolerate it. Southwest Dice says Schofield loses, no experience. Okay, so you think experience is gonna play a part. Well, if Tevin Farmer got any type of advantages, it's definitely experience. So, maybe Tevin Farmer will take him to a place he ain't never been to before. That's very possible. That's very possible. You know what I mean? I just think that Schofield a little bit more grittier. I think he got a little bit more dog. He got a little bit more bite down. He got a little bit more will than Tevin Farmer. You feel what I mean? So I think that's what's gonna give him the advantage to beat Tevin Farmer. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if the Schofields actually make it to the fight. Let's worry about that first. Let's see these motherfuckers weigh in. I believe that they fighting when he weighs in, and hopefully he'll get no type of weird injuries or ends up in the hospital with some type of illness. You feel me? Let's just pray that Schofield gets to the fight, because if he does, you know, that's gonna be a good fight. But the Avius Griffin fight with Julian Rodriguez, that's a slept on one right there. That's a slept on fight. Avius Griffin versus Julian Rodriguez, that's a good fight, bro. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Julian Rodriguez, I think he only lost to like Jose Pedraza or some shit like that. Yeah, I mean, I just saw him fight in Atlantic City not too long ago, and he's still very sharp. It was earlier this year. I seen Julian Rodriguez fight in Atlantic City.
Yeah. Julian Rodriguez only ever lost to Jose Pedraza. He got some decent power. He's he's a boxer. He's not necessarily like a puncher, but he's like a sharp. His punches are sharp. You feel what I'm saying? He boxed real good. He got good skills. You know what I'm saying? He's a well-rounded boxer with some sharp power. And I like and what I mean by sharp power is like he'll hit you with some sharp shit that you probably don't see type shit. Like he's like that. He's crafty like that. So that's a good fight. Age 86 said, I believe it when the first bell rang. That's funny. Listen, I feel you. When people got a tendency of like pulling out of fights and shit like that, I'll be highly suspicious of them. And I'll be highly suspicious of them when they announce fights. 'Cause I'm like, they gonna make it to the fight or what? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely got some sneaky power for sure. Julian Rodriguez does. I seen him fight a few times live. He's very sharp. He's very sharp. I just think he was a little bit green going into that Jose Pedraza fight. You feel me? I don't know if he should have took that fight, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. So we got 16 people in the building, man, with 13 likes. I appreciate it very much. If the 16 of y'all can give 16 likes, that'd be very much appreciated. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get into the drama that's going on right now, y'all. Let's go on with the drama that's going on right now. Let me actually pull up this video real quick so y'all can see my perspective on the whole situation. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty confused when this whole situation happened. I felt like I didn't know enough details. I was under the impression that something had went on behind the scenes. But and by the way, Canelo just announced that Crawford's fight will be in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford will take place in Las Vegas. So, that's good to know. You know what I mean? We were speculating that it may possibly happen, you know, in Saudi Arabia, considering that it was going to be promoted by like a Saudi Arabia company. You feel what I'm saying? Let's actually pull this video up right here.
I ain't that same guy. I see you. Just wanting to just be in that moment with your son and stuff. I mean, was that team? Right. Something.
All right. So let me break this down for those of y'all who didn't see my video that I had put up earlier today. If you didn't, please go check it out, man. You know what I mean? I'll be making the videos here and there. So if y'all could tune into the videos and show y'all love, that'd be very much appreciated. So let's get into it. So Richardson Hitchins had put out a tweet like 3-4 days ago that says something along the lines of, y'all about to see what this quote unquote boring fighter does to this excited fighter. It's gonna be a massacre. And then he tagged Shakur Stevenson after the tweet and was like, "You already know what's going on, my boy," or some shit like that. Shakur responded to the tweet with like a bullseye emoji, so that's letting you know that he actually agrees with what Richardson Hitchins was saying, or he was on the same type of time as Richardson Hitchins in that tweet. All right, cool. So if y'all don't know the history between Richardson Hitchins and Shakur Stevenson, they were good friends for a very long time. They came up together when they was younger and things of that nature. I'm sure they got a shit ton of sparring and together. They train with each other a lot. And something had happened where, Shakur Stevenson felt the way about Richardson Hitchins and actually had questioned his loyalty because Richardson Hitchins had did an interview I think it was probably like 1 or 2 years ago, where like he pretty much was like playing both sides between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? And Shakur really looked at it like, damn, dog, like you supposed to be my dog. And you over here like, you like on both sides and shit. So long story short, Shakur Stevenson felt the way about it. And they was like on shaky terms since then. Shakur didn't really want anything to do with Richardson Hitchins. Most recently, I guess they got some type of understanding. I guess they communicated. And, Shakur Stevenson's on the type of time where like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he fucks with Hitchins at one point in time like he used to, but like they got an understanding. Like they cool. This is what I interpret. I could be right. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't hear anybody just blatantly come out and say what the status is of their friendship. I'm just telling you what I observed and what I peeped. Now Javante don't fuck with him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what kind of like fuck Hitchins over. And I was kind of looking at Hitchins like a snake, like, damn, dog, like Shakur's supposed to be a nigga. You was over here bigging up Javante when they came up to, because Shakur even said, yo, like, you could have kept it neutral, bro. Like, if you like friends with both of us, you should have just kept it neutral, like, yo, ain't no comment. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they both my guys and made the best man win. And I'm sure he probably wouldn't have had no trouble at all. But considering the fact that, like, he was trying to keep it 100 and, was playing both sides of the plate, you lost yourself a friend. You feel what I'm saying? Then you ended up, and now Javante don't fuck with you, so now you left with nothing. But apparently, they all right right now. I clearly remember when Shakur Stevenson was going through with Richardson Hitchins, Keyshawn was pretty much like, so because Keyshawn loyal, I look at him as a real loyal person. They loyal to each other, Keyshawn and Shakur Stevenson, right? So, and I feel this as well because I got a best friend of mine. His name is Justin. He lives out in Jersey right now. We've been best friends since like we was 12 years old. We 27 now, 15 years. Straight loyalty. That's my brother through whatever we done did. So if my boy Justin be like, yo, fuck that nigga. No questions asked. Fuck that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. So that's how I looked at Keyshawn Davis in a sense when Shakur was going through it with Richardson Hitchins. He's like, oh, you don't fuck with Hitchins? Oh, fuck Hitchins then. It is what it is, right? So listen. Now Keyshawn Davis, after he done, pretty much cut a nigga off the strength of Shakur Stevenson and pretty much saying fuck the nigga. Now he watching Shakur Stevenson and Richardson Hitchins make up. So he like, damn, dog, like you was over here saying like, fuck this nigga and all that shit. I say fuck this nigga. And now you back being cool with him. So now you putting me in a spot where I was specifically not cool with the nigga because you said fuck him. But now you cool with him. I ain't about to be, bro, I stand on, nigga, I'm the businessman. You feel what I'm saying? Pack him up, please. Thank you. So Keyshawn looking at it like, yo, I'm the businessman. Like, I'm not turning back on nothing I say. Like, I'm standing on it. And that's pretty much what he said in this Fight Hype interview right here. So now Keyshawn feeling stupid. He like, damn, dog, I was rocking with you. Saying, you know what I'm saying? Forget Bull, whatever the case is. Now you want to bring Bull back around after I done said what I said about him. So now it's like, you leaving me in the dust. Like, you leaving me here on my own. We were supposed to stand on this shit together. And now you want to go back on your word. Now you leaving me here by myself when I only came here because of you. I only got to this point because of you, because of my loyalty for you. So now Keyshawn like, bro, y'all on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Actually, we can actually read the tweet. To be honest with you, we can actually read what Keyshawn Davis has said. Let me see if I can actually find that. Let me see if I can actually find that right now. I had to scroll down a little bit more. Let me see. Come on. Because Hassan Wells, he posts basketball stuff too, and they're in the playoffs right now. So, I mean, he got a whole lot of basketball stuff up here. I don't really care about none of that. So let me see. Damn. Well, anyways, I'm gonna just paraphrase. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna just paraphrase. So Keyshawn was like, yo, y'all weirdos. Like, y'all straight up weird. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all should just go get married. So that's what Keyshawn said. Keyshawn was like, I'm tired of sparing niggas. If you ain't DB3, then pretty much like I ain't rocking with you no more. Then he put like hashtag good night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Formula One Dizzy says, I even heard Hitchins talk crazy about Keyshawn and his brothers. I wouldn't doubt it because Richardson Hitchins be running his mouth crazy. So I wouldn't doubt that he disrespected his brother. So Keyshawn probably says you said that, Dizzy. Maybe Keyshawn looking at it like, yo, man, he disrespected you. He disrespected me. He disrespected my brothers. I thought we had like a, we were seeing eye to eye on this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck Hitchins. You feel what I'm saying? Now you going back being friends with the nigga after he done disrespected all of us and my brothers. Like, how you look? You feel what I'm saying? So maybe he don't like the fact that Shakur Stevenson chose to forgive him. You feel me? It could be a situation just like that. But let me hear what Keyshawn has to say right here in this interview, because it looked like they chopped it up. This shit's almost like clickbait, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Fight hype, they kind of drawing with the nut shit, but you know what I mean? Let's hear what Keyshawn got to say.
I think I've seen you guys like go back and forth a little on Twitter, so I would just.
This is what he said. He said, y'all some weirdo ass niggas. Y'all should get married. And this was in response to Richardson Hitchins' tweet that says, in July, we going to see what a quote unquote boring fighter do to an all action packed, excited, entertaining fighter. Massacre. At Shakur Stevenson, know what time it is, my brother. So Hitchins talking about you about to see what I, the boring fighter, is going to do to the fun, exciting fighter, aka George Kambosos. And he's talking about Shakur Stevenson, know what I'm talking about, because Shakur Stevenson is often referred to as a boring fighter, and he's going up against the excited, action-packed fighter in William Cepeda. So I guess that Richardson Hitchins is making that connection there, and they pretty much saying they're in the same shoes right now. That's pretty much what he's saying. So Keyshawn feels a way about it. So y'all some weirdo ass niggas, y'all should get married. This is gonna be a really important statement that he's about to make right here as well.
I mean, honestly, if you want my just the truth, I put myself into something I should never did. You know what I'm saying?
I put myself in something that I should have never did. So he's basically saying, man, I shouldn't have did all that shit like back at Shakur Stevenson play, because he back cool with the nigga anyway. Now I'm stuck in this position where I just got when I could have easily just minded my business. Now I'm looking stupid defending this nigga because all he did was go back to him anyway. So it's almost like, let's say you got this cousin, right? And I know this might be a little graphic. This might be traumatizing to some people, especially to the women that's in here. But let's say you got a cousin that's dealing with some dude that like to whoop her ass, right? Cool. So as a family member, as being a male cousin, you want to defend your family members, right? I done been in that situation where, I've heard things about, their boyfriends being abusive and shit like that. And you want to jump up and you want to defend them. Like, yo, man, fuck this nigga. I'll beat this nigga ass type shit. You know what I mean? Come to find out, you got all riled up. You got all emotional. You know what I mean? You try to put hands on a dude for no reason because, after she done did all this, crying and screaming and talking about how she not dealing with dude no more, she go right back to him. So let's say I would have put hands on him. Let's say I would put hands and feet on dude. It would literally would have been for no reason because she going back to the dude anyway. That's probably how the way Keyshawn looking at it, like, yo, I mean, I pretty much done crashed out on Richardson Hitchins, who I'm sure he had a relationship with at one point in time, off the strength of being loyal to you. And now you going back to dude, and you leaving me here looking dumb because I'm thinking we on the same page. So he just said right here, let's rewind it back. It's a simple first statement.
For my just the truth, I put myself into something I should never did.
I put myself in something that I should have never did. I should have never put myself or intervened in that situation with Shakur and Richardson Hitchins. That's what I believe he's talking about. Next, Jen says, don't forget after that Tito Mercado fight, Shakur dapped Andy Cruz up. Yeah, but I mean, listen, that's just boxing. You feel what I'm saying? That's just boxing. Like Andy Cruz, Keyshawn, they done fought each other a few times. It's a little competitiveness right there. I don't think that's personal. You feel me? I feel like Richardson Hitchins Shakur went through something that was personal. And then I think I even seen Keyshawn give Andy Cruz a pound, so they definitely wasn't beefing. Because if they beefing, you ain't getting no pound, you ain't getting no handshake, you ain't getting none of that. So Keyshawn probably like, man, you a nut ass nigga, but it's all good. That's how I look at it. Like you a clown, but it is what it is. Like I'll give you some type of recognition. You feel me? Nah, Shakur said 10 toes. What you mean? Shakur waited if Keyshawn was gonna shake his hand, which he did. Yeah, I think Keyshawn gave him a pound. You feel what I'm saying? But regardless, I don't really look at the Andy Cruz and Keyshawn situation as personal. I just think that's a rivalry they got going on in boxing. Not really personal, it's just competitiveness. That's just what I personally believe. But Keyshawn telling you right here, I should have just minded my business. I got myself into something that I shouldn't even have took part in.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the facts of the matter. And shit, some things that's my wrong is I can't let shit go. If I see a flaw, I just can't let it go past.
So he's saying that he don't forgive niggas when they do nut shit. That's pretty much what he's saying. He's trying to be like, politically correct. He's trying to be PC right now. But I understand where Keyshawn's coming from because I'm kind of the same way. If you do some fuck shit, right? Because I done had situations in the gym. Most recently, I had some nut shit going on in the gym that I wasn't fucking with. And everybody found a way to be cool with the nigga again. I'm not like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I always been on the tight time where it's like, all right, God might forgive you, but I don't. If you do some shit I don't like, I got no problem. I always address the elephant in the room. If I find a problem with something, I'm gonna let it be known. And if I choose to not fuck with you, I could give a fuck. It could be 100 niggas in the room. If 99 of them niggas fuck with you, that's not gonna encourage me to fuck with you. I'll just be that one person who don't like you and just go about my business. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand where Keyshawn's coming from with that perspective. If you do some nut shit and I don't like it, then you chalk. You feel what I'm saying? If it's something minor, you know what I mean, it is what it is. But if you do some shit that I find like to be really wild, you know what I mean, and I let it be known, and you don't do, and you try to like take no accountability for it, nothing, everybody try to sweep it under the rug, I ain't sweeping shit under the rug. I'm gonna let that shit be known every time. Every situation I get, I'm gonna let it be known that you a nut ass nigga. So I feel where Keyshawn coming from.
Some things that's my wrong is I can't let shit go. If I see a flaw, I just can't let it go past. I just can't. If I see some flaw, I just can't let it go past. And that's my wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that shit should never really been on the media. People really should never even know that you know what I'm saying? But since I've made that mistake, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not.
So he went to the media and said he don't fuck with Richardson Hitchins after that whole Shakur Stevenson situation, and he admits that shouldn't even went on social media. You saying that it shouldn't have went on social media, yet you went on social media to call these niggas weirdos and pretty much said that you don't fuck with nobody besides your brothers. So I don't know. I don't know. Keyshawn just comes across as an emotional dude, but at the same time, I understand where he's coming from.
I'm taking nothing back, and I don't regret anything. You live and you learn some things. But if it comes down to us fighting in the ring, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. You know, I ain't that same guy from north of that. Like, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna do this, that, dirty to you. Like, nah, man, niggas mature now. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to fight in the ring, whenever I move up to 140, we can definitely make that happen. Straight like that.
Would you rather have that or Tio? Because I know you asked her.
So Keyshawn pretty much said, I ain't Shakur. I ain't about to find a way to forgive you and be friends with you again. He said, I ain't about to sit here and be friends with you again. I said what I said. I'm standing on the shit. And if you want to fight in the future, then we can rumble. That's basically what Keyshawn said.
Tricky about the Tio fight.
Bro, Tio is so fucking scared of me, bro. It's like, at this point, I don't want to keep bullying this nigga. When I see him in New York, bro, when he see me in New York, actually, this man stuck his hand out to shake my hand so fast, my nigga. It's like, damn, you really scared of me, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, you know, so it's like, bro, like, I can't keep chasing people, bro. I really can't.
Imagine you shaking somebody's hand that put hands on your pop before.
Can't keep chasing people, whether the fans want to believe me or not, bro. Tio is scared of me. He want to move up to 147 because he know I'm on his ass. Like for real, legitly. You know what I'm saying? And shit. If he want to fight me, bro, I would love to fight him too. It's literally just who's willing to get in the ring with me, bro. But I really had to pick De Los Santos because we was trying to go after other people that I ain't going to name that was just overpricing themselves. Asking for $8 million, asking for $10 million. Like, damn, y'all want that much because y'all know I'm going to whoop your ass that bad? And I'm talking about well-known names. You know what I'm saying? So De Los Santos was worthy enough to get in the ring with me, like legitly. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else, after I'm not De Los Santos, whoever else gonna want to fight me, they was worthy to fight me.
Well, look, when I come on Norfolk, you got to tell me off camera who those $10 million. Golly, I mean,
I'm dead serious though. Like I'm dead serious.
Oh my word. Well, look, I mean, you have a great opponent, June 7th. Scope.
Damn, I wonder who asked for $8 million to fight Keyshawn Davis. Because that's fucking embarrassing. But anyways, so that's how I interpret the whole situation, man. It's messy. These niggas are emotional. And on some real shit, bro, I mean, it's clown behavior. You feel what I'm saying? That's clown behavior. But I did tell y'all guys. I don't know. Shout out to everybody that's been watching for a very long time. I told y'all, and I haven't heard Shakur Stevenson's word on it. I seen Keyshawn delete tweets as well, so maybe they had a conversation. I don't know what happened. But one thing I am going to say is that I told y'all that one day Keyshawn and Shakur was going to have a falling out. Try to tell y'all that. I told y'all that. I said that, man, once Keyshawn gets in position to be a world champion, and they both champions at the same time in the same division, eventually, you know what I mean, some tension was going to cook up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they going to have some little words going back and forth. And I already knew that was going to happen. I was seeing it happen slowly but surely. They started to open up their minds. They went from saying there was no way they was going to fight each other to show me the money. How that happened? If y'all set, like, if y'all firm on y'all beliefs that y'all never gonna fight each other, why are y'all talking about show me the money? Because there's a possibility that if the amount is right, you would consider fighting him. They both said it. I think Andre Ward did the interview with Shakur, saying, "Yo, they might offer y'all a crazy bag to fight each other." Shakur was like, "Show me the money," and then Keyshawn responded, "It was like, yeah, show me the money." I seen them do like little face-offs with each other. I done seen all of that. I remember them being on live. It was like, yo, bro, like, yo, fighting you would really be weird, though, bro. Like they thinking about it. They just don't want to jump out and just say it. They beating around the bush. You feel me? But listen, man, and I said it in the video that I put out earlier. It's damn near impossible to have two alpha males in the same room without, you know, challenging each other. The most infamous example that I can come up with is Kobe and Shaq, both generational talents, alpha males that could not coexist in the same room. One of them had to leave. Shaq had to leave. Kobe was considering going to Chicago. Y'all remember that? They had to choose between Kobe and Shaq. They picked Kobe. Shaq left. He ended up winning the championship with the Heat. It's very hard when you at this alpha male setting to, you know, coexist in the same weight class as another alpha male and then claim that y'all be friends with each other. Unless y'all like blood brothers like the Charlos or the Klitschko's, y'all gonna have issues. That's just what it is. There's no way you could go. You know what's another thing that's probably bothering them both? Neither one of them could say that they're the best in the division because they both hold titles. So as long as they hold titles, they can't definitively say that they're the best. You cannot say that you are the best in your weight class unless you defeat all the champions. In my opinion, you can have your ratings on who the best champion is. Like Jaron Ennis, I think he's the best welterweight in the world right now. But we won't know without a shadow of a doubt until, you know, he fights Brian Norman and Mario Barrios. As long as other people have champions, they have a claim to being the best in the division. That's just the reality of the situation. And they don't like that. I can tell they don't like that. I told y'all that Shakur Stevenson is very emotional and he's a fucking like psycho competitor. He's a psycho competitor. So, you know, you think that even if he friends with the nigga, he don't want to prove that he's the best of his division? He would. Shakur Stevenson, and listen, I know Keyshawn got a different relationship than most people. Apparently, they're really close. Their families are close. All that shit, that's cool. But Shakur was also family with Joette Gonzalez. He fought him. I know that he ended up splitting up with the girl and stuff like that. I think he was with her at the time. I don't even know. But regardless, that was technically his brother-in-law. He fought him. Right? They wasn't technically legally married, but you know, he was messing with the dude's sister. He fought him. Jamel Herring and Shakur was cool. He fought him. So you mean to tell me he wouldn't fight a Keyshawn Davis? Like, come on, dog. Like, y'all can be talking all this brother shit, bro. Y'all ain't come out the same pussy, my nigga. Y'all niggas not brothers. Y'all might be good friends. Y'all might have great chemistry. Bro, y'all don't have the same mother. Y'all don't have the same father. Y'all are not brothers. Stop it. And when I was calling for the fight, everybody was looking at me like I'm crazy. Now it seems like they not getting along with each other too much. Now, what does this mean? Well, what I hope it means is they actually start opening up the possibility of fighting each other, because that's a fight that I want to see. I can give a fuck about how close they are. As a boxing fan, that's what I want to see. And I'm talking unification on all divisions. I don't, unless they blood brothers like I wouldn't want to see Jamel and Jamal fight. I don't want to see that. I would never want to see Vitaly and Vladimir fight. I don't want to see that. They blood brothers. You feel what I'm saying? That's different. Y'all come from the same mother, same father. You know, the Charlos are only a minute apart. I don't want to see that. That wouldn't make me feel good watching that. But Keyshawn and Shakur, stop it. Y'all need to fight. Or at least one of y'all move up, do something. You feel me? Like, come on, dog. And I heard Mike Tyson say, oh, if y'all really friends, you know what I mean, y'all should fight each other so y'all can put each other on some bread. I subscribe to that. I subscribe to that. You know what I mean? Talking about Age 86 said, what Age 86 said? They're the first tag team champions of the world. Yeah, that's how they want to move, bro. Fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. I'm glad there's a little tension between them two. Go ahead and get that shit over with. Yeah, brothers fight. You don't ever break that up. That brothers fight. How many niggas got brothers in the building that don't fought their brothers before? I used to throw hands on my older brother all the time. Y'all probably didn't even know I had an older brother. I don't got a relationship right now with him. I know. Well, I never did. But like growing up, my dad used to have us throw the boxing gloves on, and I used to try to hurt that motherfucker. He used to try to hurt me. I ain't never. I used to hurt him. He ain't never hurt me. I used to hurt him. Like brothers fight. Age 86 says shit. Plenty of time. I used to fight my sisters. Till I got older, they stopped fucking with me. But I used to fight my sisters too. Shit. That's a thing. Shout out to Shy Rider West Side of 23. He says salute Mazuma. If they fight, do you think they'll actually go at each other? I think if they actually sign the contract to fight each other, that shit will get dark. I think that shit'll get real personal. They both highly emotional individuals, bro. They're emotional individuals. Keyshawn seemed like he more of a crash out than Shakur, though. Shakur, I see Shakur crash out technically on camera. So he don't mind throwing his hands on some street shit neither. But Keyshawn looked like he a little bit more of a dog. Like he more of a crash out. He more of a loose cannon than Shakur. Shakur could talk shit and stay at ease. Keyshawn get mad and want to punch on niggas outside of the ring. Like he one of them. Like you can tell he got a short fuse. You know what I'm saying? Shakur fuse take a little bit more to burn out. You feel what I'm saying? Keyshawn looked like he just want to get with the shit. Like when Baranchek pushed him at the weigh-in and shit, Keyshawn looked like he was about to throw the whole fight away right there. Like he was trying to hurt Baranchek. And it took a whole lot of niggas to hold Keyshawn back. So if Keyshawn hears some shit that he don't like from Shakur, that shit bound to get ugly. Just saying. Here. Oh, hold on. That shit bound to get ugly, cuz. Tell me. And look, I didn't box that long. If anybody know my story, they know my story. But I done been in the sport my whole life. I understand the mindset of a true competitor, bro. Like at this boxing shit, and I just know the nature of men. You know what I'm saying? All real men want to be number one. That's just the reality. Unless they just like bona fide followers, they want to be number one. They want to be the one to make the most money. They want to have the baddest bitches. They want to drive the nicest car. That is just the nature of men. You feel what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me, Shakur Stevenson, who's one of the best fighters in the world, Keyshawn Davis, that's one of the best fighters in the world at their weight class. You think that they don't want to? You don't think they don't want to be acknowledged as the best fighter in the weight class? You don't think that they want to be considered number one without a doubt? You don't think they want all the belts? Shakur Stevenson literally went up on that. He was going on interview saying, "Can't nobody go undisputed unless they go through me." What if Keyshawn want to go undisputed? So y'all want me to believe that because y'all so close, that y'all such good friends, y'all willing to lower y'all standards as fighters in order to do so. Y'all just completely okay with just holding belts in the same weight class without looking each other in the eyes. That's some bullshit, bro. Y'all motherfuckers need to man the fuck up. That's why I respect motherfuckers like Caleb Plant. He don't be trying to be friends with none of y'all niggas. That's the problem. Y'all be wanting to be friends with niggas so bad. Devin Haney, Keyshawn was talking crazy about Devin Haney. Devin Haney was like, "Yo, like I ain't trying to be friends with y'all niggas. Like he mad because I don't want to be his friend. Like fuck out of here." And Keyshawn like was really feeling the way about that. Smoochie said, "I love me some Caleb. Ooh, that's your type. That's your type. That's your type, Smoochie. Oh shit. Let me find out you fuck with the milk, man. You fuck with the milk, Smoochie. Ah shit. Yeah, it shouldn't be no friends in this box of shit. I'm just asking. You saying you love you some Caleb? I'm trying to figure out how much you love the nigga. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Shit. You let me know. That's your type. You like them white boys? Let me know. It's cool. My girl like them white boys too. I mean, she used to have that Bieber fever growing up. What? You said I fuck with the duck sauce. What you talking about my girl being Asian? What you talking about? Oh hell no. Oh shit. I know you ain't talking about my girl being Asian. You talking about the duck sauce. Oh hell no. You trying to be oh you talking crazy. I heard Smooch. I can't even Smooch be trying to hurt niggas' feelings. I ain't even about to be doing that. That's crazy. Yeah, I like the duck sauce. Yeah, she crazy. You know what I mean? Listen, if you like Smoochie, if you being real, you know what I mean? If you like, if your type is slave master, that's cool. I ain't even gonna say that. Don't tell me you want to know. Mark, you lost low key. Hey, Smoochie, what's her type? She said, my master. Oh shit, my master. Get the fuck out of here. She crazy as shit. Anyways, you only ever been with black man, salute. You say you love you some Caleb. She said you heard how she said that? I love me some Caleb. God damn. I ain't know Caleb Plant had pool like that. He be getting hold on. Caleb Plant got pool like that. He got some swag for a white boy though. I ain't gonna lie. He influenced by black culture. That's all. Nah, we ain't roasted. We just talking shit. I ain't jealous. What you talking about? I ain't jealous. I'm just just trying to get to know what you like. That's all. Salute to Caleb Plant. I fuck with Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, one of the most respected motherfuckers in boxing, bro. Like, he really be about that shit that he be talking about. Just like Thomas Lamana. What you mean? Well, Thomas Lamana ain't as influenced by black culture as Caleb Plant, though. Slime said, I'm jealous, though. Fuck Caleb Plant. Yo, Slime funny as shit. Thomas Lamana, he trained in Philly and, South Jersey and shit like that. So he influenced. But, Caleb Plant, like, he really into, like, black culture, though. Like, he be listening to Benny the Butcher, Griselda, and all them. He fuck with the Mexicans, too. He in his car club with the Mexicans that be fucking with them cars with the hydraulics and shit. Like, Caleb Plant's a well-versed motherfucker, though. I respect him, though, because he talk that shit. He back it up, too. Even the fights he come up short in. Like, I heard that man say, Caleb Plant said some shit that I ain't gonna lie, gave a nigga goosebumps a little bit. He was like, yo, he said, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I can to win. And he said, and I ain't got no problem crashing and burning on the way to, like, pretty much saying, like, he wouldn't give a fuck to die in that motherfucker. And I ain't never see that man once show bitch in there. When that day of Better Be That fight was getting critical and, like, motherfuckers was, like, really getting worried for, Caleb did not go anywhere, bro. He stepped, bro. He fears nobody. Y'all can learn, these Canelo opponents, they can learn something off Caleb. I know Caleb got knocked out by Canelo and all that. But he the only one to try, to stand on business and try to slap Canelo. None of them motherfuckers over there slap Canelo, bro. They be talking all this greasy shit to Canelo and all that. I seen Jermell Charlo do a whole rebrand and just be on his, be on his, good boy behavior. Caleb Plant, Edgar Berlanga, he was talking crazy, but when Canelo was like, you act so rude for what? For what? Why you act so rude for what? And Edgar was like, I respect you, bro. I respect you. You ain't hear Caleb Plant say none of that. Caleb Plant said, you a drug cheat, fuck you, and fuck your fat ass trainer. I was like, damn. Talking greasy. Wow, Slime said that Showbiz is smoochy type. I hope not. I hope not, Smooch. Showbiz your type. Showbiz ain't nobody type. Let me answer that for you. Smoochy don't like Slime at all. That's because Smoochy don't know Slime. Slime's just a clown, bro. You gotta see past the jokes. He a cool nigga. Sometimes I ignore him too. When he be on stupid shit, I just ignore him. He a fat nigga in every sense of the word. Fat niggas get tired off of anything. If you let Slime joke by himself for a little bit, he get tired and then he stop. You know what I mean? Yo, like, I don't know. Bro, there's nobody that's ever walked this earth that looked at Showbiz and was like, he all right. I ain't never hear that. I never see somebody look at, bro, not a single woman has ever told this nigga that he handsome. Handsome as that. If you was to go on iMessage on Showbiz phone and type handsome, that shit will not come up. His wife don't even find him handsome. She probably think he funny, but that's about it. If you go on his thread, right? If you go on iMessage, you go on that search bar, you type handsome, that shit coming up empty. That 0 results. Ain't nobody telling that nigga that. He's so ugly, he gonna know that she lying if she say some shit like that. I'm like, fuck around, he act like he get slapped or something. Yeah, you look handsome. Handsome. But his eyes all big. Handsome. You talking to me? That nigga would not know, bro. He ain't never hear that shit a day in his life. He the type to pull up at a red light with a car full of bitches. He look over and they be like, ew, why his eyes like that? That type shit. Blink, nigga. Why? Oh my God, he ain't blink yet. Are you okay? I know you ain't tired. Oh my God, girl, he ain't blink yet. You know how them girls be talking. Hey, yo, Showbiz got pug eyes. Yo, real shit. And they got the chameleon Jones. Them bitches go moving all different directions and shit. Yeah, Showbiz the type nigga like if I was to turn around and he'd be like right behind me, bro, I might have to swing off on him just out of pure fear. Oh shit, nigga, how the fuck you so close, man? Real shit. Showbiz tripping. That nigga's a clown. He try to be ugly on purpose. Like he purposely do shit that like he know he ugly. So he just like I don't know. Like you know you ugly and then you get that haircut too. Like there's no way you seeing that shit and be like, this shit probably make me look a little less ugly. There's no way you thought that. I never seen a nigga get uglier with a haircut until I seen Showbiz. How you look better woofing, nigga? That nigga is the only. Look at me, right? You see how I look a little rough and shit, right? This nigga Showbiz get a haircut and get uglier. I never seen that shit in my life. That's just supposed to enhance your looks just a little bit. They be calling barbers miracle workers. I think that nigga barber is a zoologist. I think the nigga's an expert on animals. I think you to cut Showbiz hair, you gotta have a master's in zoology. Real shit. I think only a motherfucker who understand animals could cut that nigga hair. A face only a mother could love. Shout out to Bella Faye. Yo, Bella, we got two women in the building right now. We got Smoochie and Bella Faye. Bella, Smoochie said Smoochie said that she loved her some Caleb Plant, right? So who's a fighter that you love, Bella? Who's your type? I like to hear women's perspective. That shit make me laugh. Who's your type out of all the boxers? It can even be a promoter. Who's your type? I know y'all. Some girls be like, no old niggas. I like me a little Bobby Arum. Y'all nigga, I call him Bobby. Who's your type, man? Bella, you gotta let me know who it is. Tell him it's me, Bella. Slime. Stop it. You gonna scare her away, man. He don't get haircuts, he get groomed. Yeah. They gotta put that nigga in a leash on the ASPCA. Hold still, nigga. Hold the nigga eyes. Hold the nigga eyes. She said, nah, hell no. I already said, who your type then? I was just fucking around. Is it Tiafimo? Something about his nose, girl. I don't know. He said, damn, nah, hell no. No, I think she was talking about Bob Arum, bro, not you. At least I don't think so. Yeah, that's hilarious. Age 86 said Bella is Oscar type. She like it when he put on that tight ass thong. Yo, Oscar don't care no more, bro. He's like, yo, listen, y'all already know that I dress in drag. Y'all already know I slip coat. Fuck it. I'm about to tell y'all who I really am now. And that new girl that he with, shorty got fucking just Botox sitting on her cheekbones and shit. She got him turned out. She did something to him. I don't know. I guess Bella Faith gonna plead the fifth. Yeah, yo. That boy Oscar a bundle of sticks for sure. So Bella not gonna say who her type, but she gonna make it be clear she don't fuck with Bob Earl or Slime. Damn, Bella White, you can't say that one person. Damn. All I hear is niggas' perspective all day. I don't hear some women gotta say. Oscar is Diddy worst nightmare. Yeah, that's the Diddy is the Oscar is the nigga Diddy can't control for sure. They be doing them freak offs for 2 weeks straight. Oscar like, we just getting started. Yo, Oscar, take that bottle out your ass and go home, bro. You sticking bottles in your ass, you spitting up the bottle cap. We done had enough, bro. Go ahead and hang that shit up. You're gonna see why they call me the golden boy. No, the fuck we not. Better take your funky ass home, Oscar. You out your goddamn mind. I'm the golden boy, and I like golden showers. Hell no. Oscar. I said Oscar opened Corona bottles with his booty. Yo. Damn, Bella's not being a good sport right now. All right, Smoothie, who else on your list? Who else you love you some of? Because, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oscar had the bitches growing up. Like, when he was coming up in boxing, bro, I was watching a documentary where, like, the girls would see Oscar and go crazy. I seen the joint where, like, he was walking through, like, a hotel. Like, he was walking through a hotel. He had them, he had one of the baddest, bro, he had one of the baddest Rican Jones from the island at the time. He was married to her. Who? She mentioned it. All Philly niggas. And Caleb playing trained by a Philly nigga. So yeah, she like the Philly niggas. So she said Booch, Steph, and Caleb. Okay. Okay. There was this girl that I knew, right? She wanted to get with what's this Jared Anderson so bad. And I had took a picture with him and she was like, where was he? Where was he? I'm like, this nigga had the 2300 giving his girl a lap dance. Go find him. Bro, all my son life, bro. I don't think I ever said this about Jared Anderson. I think that shit was hilarious. It reminded me of Mike Tyson. Y'all remember when Mike Tyson did that interview and it was like, they were saying you were at a strip club giving strippers lap dances. He was like, yeah, that's just what I like to do. You know, that's just what I like to do. Like, Mike Tyson was shot the fuck out. But anyways, we going down the steps. One of my guys about to fight. Jared Anderson is with a girl. She's sitting down. We backstage at the 2300 Arena in South Philly. This is when he came through with Boots. The same day I took a picture with him. He went, and he was literally giving her a lap dance. Like she was sitting on a chair. he was sitting on her lap, just like throwing his ass at her. And I'm like, yo, Jared, that's kind of crazy. Like, first of all, you a heavyweight. No nigga should be throwing ass, period, but you too big to be doing that shit. Like little kinky shit like that. Like, that's crazy. This nigga was grinding all booty on this John lap. And I'm like, yo, this is wild. Like, I ain't never think that Jared Anderson would do some shit like that. I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, that was weird. And I never really wanted to say that shit because I try to get that shit out of my mind, but I don't know. Jared Anderson a wild motherfucker. You know he like to party. I know that. He the type nigga that just be in his bag. You know, that might be an Ohio thing, not the the kinky shit, but like them niggas like to party. Like I seen this nigga Adrian Broner with a big ass belly, and then he's singing that 7th Streeter song with Chris Brown. What's that shit, John? When you hop in my ride, ooh, it's hot as hell outside. Got the top down and it don't stop. Oh, oh, ooh. That John, Adrian Broner came in the bar like this, popping his chest and shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga, bro, he don't learn. Blair Cobbs done knocked this nigga tooth out. He found himself right in the bar. Who? For the show, I'll tell you. Oh, Bella Faye telling us. So in terms of attractiveness, Ian Green, who the fuck is that? Smoochie said you can sing on the low. I used to sing. I never told y'all that neither. I was in the choir and all. I'm light skinned. We could do that. And my cousin, one of the most successful songwriters of all time, he told me I could sing. So once I heard that, I was like, I can't be faded. Slime, shut your fat ass up. This nigga said AB done, feed him to PED Ryan. He tried to send this nigga to the morgue. What's wrong with you? He said, I try to forget Wilder. Yeah, Wilder was wilding. Ian Green. Let me look up Ian Green. I never heard of him. We're about to find out Bella Faith type right now. Huh? Okay. I never heard of him, but okay. And who you said the other one was? Emiliano. So you talking about Fernando Vargas' son? Okay, so you don't got a type because they don't look nothing alike. You know how like some people they'll name like yo, I know this one dude, bro. Like he love Puerto Rican girls with curly hair, bro. Like every girl he don't fuck with looked the same. And I was like, yeah, bro, you got a type. I was like, you definitely got a type. There be some people like me personally, I don't. You feel what I'm saying? I don't got a type. I could appreciate them all as long as I feel like you look good. We could. I mean, obviously, I'm with somebody. I'm just saying, like in general. So I felt like you was pretty, and you know how to shut the fuck up. Then we could be cool. Okay, Bella Faith don't fuck with the milk. That's what's up. I can't say the same about Smoochie. That's disappointing. Yo, Smoochie, I'm gonna have Dr. Umar call you. Y'all need to have a conversation. I'm gonna tell Dr. Umar that you like Caleb Plant, and I'm gonna have him lecture you. I got his number right here on my phone, by the way. I spoke to Dr. Umar before. Slime said he like white bitches and Mexicans. That's crazy. I'm sure there's some pretty Mexican women out there, but like in Philly, bro, them bitches be built like fucking like them hot dog carts. Like, you know them jobs that niggas just be having, just pulled up in the corner and shit. And got hot dogs, got hot dogs. Be the old white nigga, $2, $1 hot dogs, yeah. We got Franks, yeah. Yeah, like that's what the Mexican jobs be built like fucking hot dog carts and shit. I'm like, yeah, these bitches be built like mini fridges. Like mini fridges, bro. He gonna penalize you for the bunny hopper. Absolutely. He gonna snatch your melanin and smooch you. I remember what you look like too. You got some melanin, so he gonna be highly disappointed. This nigga slob crazy, bro. He said, I'm going to Philly then to pound the torta. This nigga slob a torta specialist, bro. That nigga a torta enthusiast. They built the work. Shit. Yo, but you know what I ain't gonna you know what I am gonna say about Mexican women though? They know how to get a ring on that motherfucking finger though. Yo, them bitches be built like them bitches be built like a bag of mayonnaise. Like a Ziploc of mayonnaise, but they keep a ring on their finger, boy. I swear to God, them bitches, they train to be wives, bro. I swear to God, they built to be wives. They be like 18, they pop out like 3 kids, they be married, got a nice little house. I'm like, damn, look at you. The Mexicans don't play. They start their families early. They loyal. They drink. They party. But they keep a wife on them. And them wives, they stay with a ring on their finger. You got... So that just lets you know, like, it ain't necessarily about, like, your body or any of that. Because if these weird-shaped Mexican Jones be married with kids and a family, I don't know. I got a Mexican that go to my gym. He young, though. He probably, like, 22, 23. He already got a kid that's, like, a little older than my son. He got a pretty little Mexican John, too. But the thing with Mexican Johns, they either built weird or they, like skinny as hell. Like, really, really skinny women. Like, no, it's like they got extra space in their jeans and shit. Like, no ass. Like they back pockets just full of air. Like, it'd be like one or the other, bro. From what I heard, no Mexicans on the West Coast be different, though. That's what I heard. She said, I love Mexicans. Well, that's cool, Bella. Bella says she ain't got no type. That's what's up. What is you, Bella? You black, white, Rican? What is you? If you still on here. We got 32 people in the building. So y'all must like the open topics. Y'all must like it. I'll be noticing that. Like, you know what I mean? When we be talking boxing, the viewers like go up and down and shit. But when we do the open topics, the viewership stays up. So y'all must like what we talking about. What is going on? No, we just chopping it up, brother. We just having open conversations. That's all. The Mexican dudes be simping? Not really. They be they be doing what they need to do. They be working hard. They get their money. Ready to clip you and cancel you. That's right. What you mean? Ready to clip you and cancel you. Why should say that? You talking about me? Oh. Big Soldier MX says, let a brother get one of them mamacitas. Oh, man. They be around, brother. My girl, she the first Asian I've been with. Our culture is so much different though, bro. Like that's the thing. That's like the biggest difference. Like We eat totally different foods. We grew up in different religions. Like she was Buddhist. I grew up in a Catholic household, so they celebrations be different. Their rituals are different. I grew up eating like either American food or Puerto Rican food. She like pho, she like ramen. Um, you know, I never been to a Vietnamese restaurant until she took me there. Like I ain't know what boba tea was, none of that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, they ain't never do that. We used to drive by Chinatown. She got me over there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know how good Korean chicken was. Yo, Korea's got that sweet garlic chicken on lock. Yeah. I ain't know about none of that. You feel me? Because I ain't really grow up with Asians all like that. Like, I went to school in Catholic school. The first Asian I went to school with, well, the only Asian people I knew was the Chinos that was across the street from my crib, like the Chinese store. You know what I mean? I used to fight their son Ricky. I used to whoop Ricky ass. Ricky Tang. I used to fuck that nigga up. We used to beat that nigga ass. He was used to come out, bro. No matter what, how cold it was outside, nigga used to come out with thong sandals on, riding the scooter. He used to talk all this shit. I got sick of that nigga one day. I was like, yo, let that nigga Ricky say something else. Nigga Ricky was popping his shit, bro. I punched him right off his scooter. I brought that shit right over to the crib. I put it on my porch and locked the gate. His dad had to come out and talk to my mom to get the scooter back. Yo, real shit. No, his real name was Ricky Tang, bro. And I'm not even joking. His name was Ricky Tang. I know that because he went to the same public school as me. So I don't know if that's a real name. No, Tang, Tang. Not Ricky Tang, Ricky Tang. Used to whoop his ass, bro. I fought him a few times. I remember one time I was going downhill on a skateboard, fast as shit. And bro, like he tried to push me off the skateboard, bro. Almost bust my ass. What nigga? I jumped up off that skateboard, ran right to him, started piecing him all in the back of his head, all rabbit punches, just piecing him. Beating on edges of nah, don't do that. I seen they got that Asian hate crime shit though. That's so funny how they made that Asian hate crime shit. Um, they made that shit a law right away. But all these hate crimes that are happening against black people, we can't get a bill for them motherfuckers. Yeah, I heard about that. It was some weird nigga that used to go to my gym. And his bio, first of all, the nigga Rican, right? This nigga in his bio wrote "Stop Asian Hate." I'm like, yo, cuz, like, did you grow up in the hood, bro? Like, did you grow up like in North Philly, like in the same hood as me? Yeah. And I said, yo, let me ask you something. I said, yo, who the most racist motherfuckers in the hood? Like, it was the Asians, bro. Trying to tell you. Growing up, them niggas was stone cold racist, bro. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of the racism I experienced is walking in them Chinese stores and shit. You know why? You know why the KKK still thriving? Because a lot of people that's in the KKK, are important figures in, United States. Some of them is doctors, some of them is lawyers, politicians. They won't dare take the mask off because they might be public figures. The most Indians, they be, yeah, bro. I get it. So my son mom, she used to live right across the street from a 7-Eleven, bro. That shit was open 24 hours. So, but she used to get like I remember one time she had gotten munchies. Well, first of all, she was pregnant with my son. So, I don't know if any of y'all, besides slime, I don't know if any of y'all been pregnant. because Slime pregnant right now. He expected not triplets, he expected shitlets. Well, anyways, yeah, I mean, what's up, man? Shitlets. My boy Slime having shitlets, bro. But when you get them cravings, they bad, bro. My son mom used to get hungry like every 2 hours, bro. So I used to go in that motherfucking 7-Eleven at 3, 4 in the morning. Bro, they used to watch. First of all, it'd be so funny because them Indian dudes be darker than most black people. That's what would be so funny. They be black as hell just watching you like, oh, look at this black motherfucker. The whole time you blacker than them. The fuck wrong with you? You ever be peeping them Indians? They be black, bro. So because they got straight hair, they think they shit don't stink. When ironically, everybody be saying y'all stink. That's what be crazy. Those black motherfuckers over there, the whole time you darker than them. You got more melanin than me, sir. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You match my watch, fuck nigga. Trying to tell you, bro. But I didn't grow, like I said, I didn't grow with Indians people, like Indians and Asians. Like in the hood I grew up in, it's predominantly Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and black people. That's it. Like, if you really want to see some variety, you would have to go like downtown. Or like the colleges that was nearby, like Temple University, LaSalle, uh, Drexel, shit like that. You know what I mean? If you wanted to see white people, you had to go up like Port Richmond, Fishtown, uh, Northeast, like Fox Chase and all that. I heard they don't use soap because of the pork. I'm sure you could find soap that don't got pork in it. That's anything. So every soap product got pork in it? I highly doubt that. That just sounds like an excuse to be dirty. They never adjusted the modern day because we got shower gel. Facts. They use goat milk soap. What the fuck is that? I don't even want to know what that is. Never mind. They be staring at Ralph all crazy. Bro, them niggas, there was an actual video on Twitter where like they was having like a poop fight, bro. It was like a group, it was like a block full of Indians and they was throwing shit at like literal shit at each other. And that wasn't like fake or nothing. Like that was confirmed. I'm like, type shit is that? How y'all having a food fight with shit? Niggas having a dookie war. They like they'll be like in rivers and shit that was filled with feces and they just in there just having a good old time. I'm like, bro, how y'all do that? And what be crazy is, bro, like Indian women be beautiful. India got some beautiful women, bro. But and I know these stereotypes at the end of the day, like I'm sure not all of them move like that. But like, damn, I'm sure that'll make a nigga deter. First of all, them Indians don't really fuck with anything outside of their race anyway. A lot of them. But a lot of them don't deal with, and I said this to my girl, she agreed with me. A lot of Asians don't date out of their race. You know what I be peeping? I used to do a lot of people watch. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's like y'all just be downtown and y'all just be like observing people as they walk by and shit. I used to do shit like that, especially when I was doing deliveries, right? And I noticed that like it was very rare if you seen a black or a brown person with like an Asian, an Indian. You feel what I'm saying? bro, the common factor, and I think this play, and y'all about to see what I'm getting into. Oh, she was Americanized, so that don't count. That don't count, MX. But anyways, if they didn't date their race, they was with a white man. And I heard in a lot of people's culture, they equated being with white people to being successful. A lot of the time, even if the white boy there had no fucking money, if you dated a white man, they looked at that as like a big deal. I'm like, that just goes to show how strong white supremacy is, bro. Because they equate dealing with a white person to having money. Take my head off. That's in almost every race, yeah. But I was noticing that when I was people observing, I'm like, yo, if these Asian women not with other Asians, they only with white people. Like it was crazy, bro. I noticed that all the time. Specifically with like Asians and Indians. Look, I mean, ain't technically Indians are Asian, I think, right? But like I would see like Pakistani women, like Indian women, they'll either be with their own or they'll be with white people, like Asian, like the other Asians, like Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean. If they wasn't with their own, they was with white people. Like that shit was crazy to me. I'm like, damn, like. Anonymous say, yeah, a lot of those Eurocentric elements are embedded in a lot of cultures, especially because of colonization. They did it. Colonization. They did it. And then it was also ideological. Facts. Arab women are beautiful too. Listen, man, you can find beautiful women all over. I love. I ain't gonna say too much. Oh my girl to knock me out. But you can find beautiful women in each group. But yeah. We got 27 likes. Shout out to the motherfuckers that's liking the video. If we could get this up to at least 30 by the time the live's over, it'll be very much appreciated. We're about a little more than an hour and a half in. You feel what I'm saying? Fight sports be everywhere. What you mean? Fight sports be everywhere. That's a fact. He said Brazilian women are the best. They got a good reputation, but I heard that they STD rates is dumb high. HIV to be exact. See, when Salam say stupid shit like that, you just gotta ignore him. Oh, you talking about fight sports? Yeah. Bella Faith's been quiet. I don't think she in here no more. Salute to Bella Faith. She ain't even answer what she. I asked her what was she, and she didn't even tell me. She gonna remain. She the real anonymous for real, for real. She the real anonymous. She ain't about to tell nobody nothing. Oh, God damn. Yeah, it's about to be that time. No, you not, because you showed me who you was. You showed me who you was. Smooch, you ain't the real anonymous. There's only one anonymous. There's only one anonymous. Yes, sir. You know what you look like, Smooch. Stop playing. I ain't show nobody that was between me and her. She eyed. Damn, my phone sending me a bedtime reminder. Man, mind your fucking business, man. What do I know about boxing? I know a lot. Axel. His last name being Ben Walt is crazy. You need to go do what Ben Walt did. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. What he did to himself. You need to go do what Ben Walt did to himself and get the fuck out my comments. Smoothie said, I'm scared. That's hilarious. You need to go. Don't weirdos that make fake accounts like that. Since you want to name yourself Ben Walt, bro, you need to go do what Ben Walt did to himself because the world would be better without you. Lorenzo, send that $2 super chat, man. I'm getting demonetized, man. Lorenzo, send that $2 super chat. I'm getting demonetized, man. It's getting critical out here in these streets. Do what he did to himself, yeah. Go do what you go do. And since you want to be Ben Walt all the way and go do what he did to himself. I mean, shout out to the boy Lorenzo with the $2 super chat. Said, "Got you." That's hilarious, bro. He really something. He really something. Oh shit. Look at my son. My son sleep in the other room if you don't hear the music. Look at my son, little Yeezys. Ain't these Jones cool? I got the same ones, but the grown-up one, the grown-up editions. My son be wearing Yeezys. How many 1-year-olds you know got Yeezys? I don't fuck with Yates, but I ain't gonna lie, that was a cool little gift. I nominate Mark to do the ice bucket challenge on the next live. I'll do it. I've done it before. I got a little bit of white in me, man. That the cold don't bother me, brother. If y'all had to guess where a majority of my DNA came from, where you think it would come from? Just looking at me. Do it at the gym. I won't do it inside the gym because then my dad probably choke me out. I would have to do it outside. Except Portugal? Why you say that? Smoochie, why you say Portugal? Spain. Spain, that's no, it's not Spain. The majority of my DNA does come from Africa. But I'm talking about like specific countries. Yellow bone Africa. I don't look like no damn Portuguese person. Antarctica, that's crazy. You know what, Slime? Go fuck yourself. Your fat ass probably could. You off all that motherfucking fat you got, nigga, you blubber nugget built motherfucker, you probably could survive in Antarctica. You could probably hibernate out that motherfucker with your big ass. Fat armpit having motherfucker. Nigeria, my DNA does go back to Nigeria pretty heavy. It's my DNA all over Africa, bro. So when you when you total up like Senegal, what was it? Nigeria, obviously, Cameroon. We trace back to the Bantu tribe, which was dope. I think that shit all add up to like 20. What was it, like 28%? But what's crazy is Smoochie got it right off of the rip. A majority of my DNA came from Portugal. But I looked at like how the way Portugal people look. I don't look like them. Yo, Ralph, who's that as your profile picture, bro? This nigga just this nigga Ralph. Was that you? Ralph just changed his profile picture? That's you, Ralph? I look like the original people. What the hell I don't? Ralph, you got that's you for real? I never seen how to I've never seen how the way Ralph look, bro. That's hilarious. This how you look the whole time? Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's the bid, bro. I never, bro. I don't know, bro. How long you been on the channel, bro? We're like 2 years already. 1 year, 2 years. I never knew what Ralph looked like till today. That shit kind of threw me off. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You look like you dark. I'm not gonna say you dark skin, but nah, I knew Ralph wasn't white. Nah. So 2 years you've been rocking with the channel. 2 years. Yeah, Ralph is a original, like original nation nigga for sure. Coffee Plant, Slime, Ree. I'm gonna name the originals. It was Anonymous, Slime, Ree, Notes, and Ralph. I think Coffee Plant came a little bit after them, but he an OG too. Lorenzo, for sure. Lorenzo was definitely around. You know what's funny though? Like I don't remember when y'all started coming around, so y'all gotta remind me. Cause I didn't been so consistent on this shit, bro. And a lot of niggas come and go too. Oh yeah. No, Anonymous is definitely day one for sure. He's July 23. So you came like, oh, all right. So you came around like a month after my son was born. So yeah, you day one for sure. My son about to be 2, bro. That shit drive me crazy knowing that. My son about to be 2 next month, bro. In like 3 weeks, my son will be 2. I can't believe that shit. Wow. You was there before my BM gave birth. For real? Word. I remember when you and Saul Paul were good buddies. We was cool, but you know, he thought I was gonna be a yes man or something. He had me fucked up. word. Yeah, so you've been around for a minute. I don't even remember when I started taking YouTube serious again. I gotta look back. Cause like I said, I got videos back from when I was like 18, 19. You know what I used to do? I used to go on iMovie, right? I used to go on iMovie. I used to take a picture, put it on iMovie, and then I'll just keep the picture the whole time, and I'll just voice record. I'll save the video off iMovie to my camera roll and upload it. That's them still some of my most viewed videos on the channel to this day. And I also used to screen record too. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna lie, seeing a picture of Ralph is crazy. Like I seen what everybody else looked like. Ralph the only one I've never seen. I never took the time to think about Mark had this from years ago. I watched the one where he broke down Bud versus Felix Diaz. Wow. Yeah, I remember a lot of people was saying Bud was ducking Felix Diaz. You remember that shit? That he went and he beat the shit out of Felix Diaz. That's hot, bro. Yeah, bro. Bud was that nigga ever since done. Even before that. When he chopped Felix Diaz up like that, bro. I was like, oh yeah, Bud the man. Yeah. Smoochie kind of knew though. You kind of knew. Yeah, bro. Bud beat the shit out of Felix Diaz, bro. Now I remember Felix Diaz was calling him out all crazy. Had Bud looking like he was ducking. Bud was like, oh yeah, we could run it. And he went, he beat the shit out of him. Shout out to the boy Slime. Yeah, bro. When Slime was going through that shit, I made sure I gave him a couple dollars. You know what I mean? When Slime had his little time, he had a dude behind him in the jails. I made sure I got his information. You know what I mean? So I forgot how much I sent Slime. That motherfucker, that nigga spent all that bread on honey buns. I already know what he did. Slime ain't shit. Yeah, Smoochie been consistent. That's why she got a wrench, for sure. That boy Sean was like, yo, Mark just sent me a bag. I'm up. Some soups and hot summer sausage. And oh, Smoochie, what the hell are you talking about? Hot summer sausage. What type shit you into? I would say pause, but you a woman, so I can't really say that. Hot summer sausage in a whole shebang. Yeah, slime be tripping. Slime, oh, she know what it is. But you done did some time, Smoochie? How she know about all of that? Slime was like, oh, you know about them hot summer sausages, huh? Let me tell you something about them hot summer sausages. Oh, you did a little bit of time? What the fuck? Oh, Smoochie, a motherfucking criminal. So Smoochie, your gangster name. Smoochie, what's your real name? If you don't mind me asking. The whole shebang is a chip. Yeah, I know. I'm fucking around, bro. Them Jones is fire. I'm gonna tell y'all this. When my son, when my son was still in the womb, oh, your name's Aaliyah. Oh, all right. Smoochie was my co-defendant. That's hilarious. No wonder why she don't fuck with you, because you ratted on her. Bad jump. It's like, no. But when my son was still in the womb, bro, like every day after work, I would take the train down Kensington, get off at Kensington and shit. And they had this corner store. Bro, I will rack up on them whole shebang chips, bro. Them whole shebang chips, bro, I will grab as much as I can. And I will run through bags. I will run through fucking bags of them chips, bro. I was obsessed. But then as soon as my son was born, I got sick of them. And I think I had them like one time, like this whole year. But like, bro, that whole 2023, bro, I was going crazy. There was a little there was these hood snacks, them hood snacks, the little baby Johns. It was called like all in or some shit like that. It was like salt and vinegar, garlic, and all these, bro. That shit, I was obsessed, bro. They was good, bro. I even took them to the gym for other people to try because my dad had never heard them. So I was like, yo, and my dad was like, yo, these Jones good as hell. So we was all eating them Jones. Yeah, the little baby rap snacks, bro. Mr. G. Oh yeah, 3 heads. You know. Oh yeah. The hood in the building. Yeah, the hood in the building. What you start talking about the Mr. G's? Oh wee. All right. So listen, I'm gonna find these chips right now. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the little baby chips I was obsessed with. Rap snacks. I'm off. I was calling them hood snacks. These Johns right here. If anybody could find these Johns, look, it's on DoorDash right now. Look at this shit. Let me see if I can share it. Let me see. Oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. But look. These Johns right here. You see them blue Johns? Them Johns right there. It says salt and vinegar, barbecue, onion, garlic, and more. It's called the all-in flavor. Bro, I ate them my son's whole pregnancy. My son's whole pregnancy, I was obsessed with them, bro. And my old apartment, bro, look at this. You see this cabinet that's up here, that's above the microwave? That John right there. Bro, I had them cabinets filled with just them chips. And I used to get mad, bro. I would get angry when her or her older son tried to eat them. I used to get, bro, I was like, I don't know what that was. That was like a weird. They be talking about how the pregnant women begin like cravings. Yo, the men get them too. I'm telling you, bro. Homegirls was fire. You know what you talking about. 3 heads, you know what you talking about, brother. And listen, rap snacks, I think they originally come from Mr. G's, or they got some type of, similarities or whatever. Mr. G's had these chips that was the same exact Jones as the all-in Jones that I was just showing y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Mr. G's. Oh, there you go, right here. All about it. These Jones right here. These chips right here, the all about it Jones. The all about it Jones and the little baby ones are the same exact chips. Salt and vinegar, barbecue, onion, garlic, and more. It's the same thing. I think rap snacks do come from Mr. G. But what snacks I used to grab on the way to school? Shit. I ain't really eat nothing in the morning because I used to hate asking my mom for money. So I would just eat breakfast at school. Be real with you, because I used to get the free lunches. I grew up like I ain't grow up like dirt poor, like the house was taken care of and shit, but we was like lower middle class. You feel what I'm saying? So like, you know, my dad wasn't the best financially at the time. My mom wasn't. My mom wasn't working for a long time. My stepfather, he was a carpenter. He used to do some type of construction, and he had trouble finding work at one point in time. He had actually gotten laid off. So like he was just like doing like his own independent work and stuff like that. So I ain't have it easy, bro. Like growing up, I grew up real like I grew up like scared of rejection. I don't know if y'all know that. Rat Sacks, not not Master P. I don't think so. I don't know though. I don't know. That's a good question. But listen, like I grew up scared of rejection. You feel what I'm saying? So I used to hate like instead of like the like me, I would rather not ask at all than the possibility of being told no, because being told no used to like really fuck with me and I used to feel like shit. So like I don't know, bro. Like no, I wasn't my mom never really gave me money to go to the store before school and none of that. Like I used to just hopefully I like what they had for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I like what they had for lunch. I don't know. And most likely I didn't eat nothing from from lunch because a lot of the lunch food was nasty. So I would eat breakfast, not eat lunch, and then I'll go to my grandma's house after school, and then I'll eat whatever she made. Cause my grandma, she Puerto Rican, they cook every day. But yeah, y'all, a majority of my DNA came from Portugal though. Ain't that shit crazy? Let me see. Let me see what Port. Oh, now look like no damn Portuguese people. Oh, crazy. Tripping. Who gaslighting you? What you talking about? Mm, that's interesting. I know what school lunch looked like in Puerto Rico, bro. I know. I've been heard about that because I had cousins that went to school in Puerto Rico. I heard they got real chefs in Puerto Rico that like make the food. There's schools in Philly that are like bilingual schools and they have that too. So nah, Puerto Rican lunch definitely fire. Like definitely fire, bro. That's one thing about them Puerto Ricans, bro. They food is A1. My grandfather, the one who passed away, I think this coming up on 3 years, but 2 years ago, he literally made a living. If my father in the chat, he could probably confirm. But like I remember growing up, he used to make patelillos, empanadas. He used to make them like in bulk and sell them to stores. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that cooking shit just being Puerto Rico's blood. Me, I've never cooked, but my dad's a hell of a cook. My mom knows how to cook. My grandma's a hell of a cook. That shit's just in their blood, bro. I never cooked though. If I even went in the kitchen while my family was cooking, they would get pissed off. They didn't like that shit. They would snap on me and all, like, oh, get the fuck out. I'm like, oh, shit, chill. Damn. I didn't know I could be here. I didn't know I could be here. Yeah, Patalios, bro. My grandma, my mom, no, fuck that. My mom and my dad too. My dad made a fire ass pizza patalio, right? Then my mom used to make them with ground beef and pizza sauce, bro. Jesus Christ. Slime said I took culinary classes in high school. Yeah, and that's the only class you got an A in, you big back motherfucker. Shit. That's the only class Slime passed. That nigga was out doing the teachers. Very healthy. They get dropped off by a food company every morning. Man, I gotta go to Japan, bro. What's up? We need to see Mazuma TV in Japan. What part of Japan you in, Lorenzo? What part you from? So I could look it up. Then you ain't you going back soon? Oh, you in Tokyo for real. That's fire, bro. You leave tomorrow? Yeah. Tomorrow night. Shit, you was here for a hot ass minute. Shit, that's cool. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel. We had some great conversations. We was on for 2 hours and 2 minutes and 20 seconds. God damn, we was out here chopping it up like a motherfucker, man. I appreciate the conversations that everybody gave me, man. This was informative. Good boxing talk. We had some great, open topics as well, man. I appreciate chopping it up with you guys as always. We on the road to 3K. We wanted to the 2,900 mark. We about to hit that 3K mark, man. Might do a little giveaway or something. I don't know. I might, you know what I mean? For them 3K subscribers, I might have to do something. Might have to sound like a little. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, man. I think I'm gonna have to. I got a lot of autographs at the gym. I don't know. Let me see what I'll do. Let me figure it out. But I appreciate everybody that came through. I'll be back on the live tomorrow, per usual. I think. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all see an announcement, I'll be on. If y'all don't, you already know what that is. I'm definitely gonna be spending time with my son, that's for sure. But I got work in the AM, so I'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.